Hello guys, welcome to Pitching in Line. So today we are going to talk about yesterday's match between Rajasthan Royals and Kolkata Knight Riders. Rajasthan Royals, after winning the toss, they wanted to chase. They were coming fresh from that two victories, very morale-boosting victories from Sharjah against the CSK and Kings 11 Punjab. So they were expected to repeat the same amount of characteristics, and they were expected to, and at least compete, if not win against KKR. But it was always interesting to see how they were going to approach the new conditions. I thought they were really disappointing yesterday with the ball and as hat also. What about your analysis about Rajasthan Royals batting performance yesterday? It seemed odd.
Yeah, it was very odd approach to the chase because they were chasing only 170 and they seemed in a very, very hurry. All the batsmen, none of the batsmen, right, top three, none of them wanted to spend some time in the middle, take the game till the end, play some overs out. You know, of course, what we have seen the trend, in apart from Sharjah, in Dubai or Abu Dhabi, you're not having very big scores in power
Mm.
play overs. Even if you're getting lows, even if you're scoring very less in power play, right? You can always accelerate in the end if you have enough wickets in your hands. And Rajasthan, I mean, everybody, even Smith, he played very uncharacteristically. There were no drives. He was just swiping across the line. And
Mm.
that too against Pat Cummins. I
Mm.
thought maybe, he was trying to disturb Pat Cummins, and they were already twice, he got beaten by Pat Cummins. And you could understand that wasn't the pitch where you can play your shots as freely as Sharjah was. And he didn't learn from that. Again, the third ball he got out. Then Samson came in. Even he played few shot. He played the missed time pull. He got out. Even Josh Butler, early in the innings, he was playing that ram shots and everything. Yeah, that is innovative and good. But Ara just looked like, they were in a hurry.
Mm.
And like how we said it in the pre-match analysis, that Rajasthan Royals have an issue after that top three. Who is the batsman if Samson, Smith, and Butler goes out? And
Mm.
that was our question in the last video. And there was nobody who put up their hands at this time.
I thought
So, what did you think about the team selection now?
team selection is
Because it's a very different ground.
perfectly fine, but I thought what was missing was approach. The approach towards the chase, and I thought bowling was still fine. They conceded runs, but I thought at a moment where they picked wickets of Andre Russell and all, no. So I thought they were really trying to put the brakes on, but towards the chasing part, no, they weren't really in a organized way, especially the way Butler was playing and Smith, especially you talked about Smith, right? He had two chances. He had two chances. There was a caught behind appeal. There was no bat, and after that, Russell dropped the catch. I thought this will be his day, and he will make use of it. But the third attempt is he got dismissed. So it was
Yes.
very ugly. It was very ugly to see how Smith played. And Samson, as I told last video, right? Samson was the one who mainly concentrated on hitting sixes, and he never rotated strikes in Sharjah. And that became an issue here also. He was only going for sixes. He was never concentrating on taking odd singles and doubles. And I thought even Parag had a good chance to consolidate his position, but he also let that chance go away. If not for Tom Curran, their net run rate would have been
And mind
terrible.
you, yeah, that would have been terrible. And one more thing I would like to point out over here is Riyan Parag, yes, is an exciting youngster, but so far he didn't have a good outing. No, last match he was duck out. This match I think he scored only one.
Mm-hmm.
There's Robin Uthappa. He played 3 innings and 3 innings are single-digit scores. When what do you feel about this thing? Because your top three, they're playing well, but you can't expect them to always deliver throughout the 14 games, right? You can't expect them to deliver. what do you see this thing of them failing so badly? Like rightly you pointed out, that would affect the net run rate. Until Tom Curran came, if Tom Curran hadn't played that innings, they would have taken a severe hit with that run rate. Already looking at the run rate.
Yes,
So what
actually,
do you think about those two slots?
I thought even yesterday we spoke, right? We should see, no, Jaiswal, Yashasvi Jaiswal, for somebody
Mm.
in the position of Uttappa. I think dropping him after the first match wasn't a great move as far as management is concerned. I think they should sit together and analyze on what they should do with this kid. Because you are giving him one match. In that nervousness, he's giving his wicket away, and you're not giving him again one
Mm.
more chance. So that is really uncharacteristic of
Yeah.
Rajasthan Royals. I thought if Yashasvi Jaiswal comes in for Robin Uthappa, he can open with Josh Butler. Then, if Jaiswal can be instructed to bat through, express himself,
Yes.
and he can bat around Samson, Butler, and Smith. If at all, out of two batsmen, out of three batsmen also click right, they can get around 180, 190
Mm.
scores regularly because they have the firepower to do that, and they have solid finishers in Archer and Tom Curran. I think they need just change of mindset. That's it. I don't think they need to
True.
be panic now. I thought Jaiswal
Yes.
should make a comeback into the
Yes.
11. That's the only change I require.
Yeah, I think that would be a good change because that would make Smith come back to number four,
Hmm.
and Samson will play at his usual number three slot. That would make quality batting a little bit deeper, I guess. So and yes, Rajasthan played a little uncharacteristically. So what do you make out Kolkata Knight Riders bowling? Because I think the biggest positive has been two young bowlers, Shivam Mavi and Nagarkoti.
Yesterday, I think it was day for youngsters for KKR. If you start from Shubman Gill's 47, and
Mm.
the bowlers in Mavi, Nagarkote, and even Varun Chakravarti, they shared wickets among themselves. I thought it was a brilliant day for youngsters. And Shah Rukh Khan was present yesterday. He would have been really happy with what KKR has achieved. So I think it
Mm.
was very heartening to see those young guns perform for KKR, and I think they will have
Mm.
they will have this consistently throughout the tournament.
Yeah, I mean bowling. I think they're still going with seven bowlers, right? It has again proved well for KKR, and even a word on Dinesh Karthik. I think he used his bowlers also pretty well. Uh, as there are positives of Pat Cummins, Nagakoti, and Shivam Mavi, what do you feel about Sunil Narayan and Kuldeep Yadav? Because both of them, they don't look like themselves, like old themselves.
Yesterday, they had the opportunity of bringing Kuldeep Yadav a little early because they lost early wickets. Right. Anyway, they were five down very quickly. So I thought that was a good time to bring in somebody like Kuldeep Yadav. And if in that fashion, right, in that sort of situation, he could have easily picked a couple of wickets, and that could have done a lot of good in his confidence. I thought they missed that trick by
Yes.
not giving him that spell. But anyways, Narain, I thought he's bowling economically well, but again, no, he's not the old potent weapon that
Yes.
KKR used to have. I really feel that if they can try somebody like Chris Green, similar type of player to Sunil Narain, so he can bat also. He can bat at seven. He can float that batting order, and he can also bowl, give you four genuine overs. Or else they can go with a genuine batsman in Tom Banton. So I think they should start looking for replacements.
Okay, then coming to KKR's batting, they didn't have best of stats. After they were asked to bat first, Sunil Narayan again failed get going in this match. I think he's kind of struggling in this kind of pitches, because shot making isn't so easy. And Shubman Gill again, I think he played in vital knock. He could have carried on a little bit more, but He played good knock. Again, KK lost wickets a lot in between.
Mm.
Russell came, yeah, he hit those 3 sixes, but he got out immediately. And what do you think about Ian Morgan? Because Ian Morgan catch was dropped by
Yeah, Tom Curran.
Tom Curran. When the score was very less, and because at one point I thought they were going to end up by 150 or 160, and by dropping Ian Morgan, we could see the score went up to 170, which completely changed the dimension of the game.
Ian Morgan is undoubtedly, one of the best white ball players currently, and dropping him isn't a good, sign for any opposition. But I thought he did, what he was supposed to do. He didn't, he played around and he played according to the situation. He played calculative cricket, I feel, and he made sure that they get that competitive 170, especially after Russell got dismissed. Right, they needed Morgan to stay there and bat till this 19-20 overs, and I thought he did that very very convincingly. That was the main reason why they got that 170. Otherwise, they could have fallen short of at least 15-20 runs. That could have made some kind of
Yes.
difference. You never know.
Yes, you're right. You can't in these kind of tournaments and in these kind of pitches, you can't let go of world class players and they'll make you pay. And that's what AM Morgan has done. And that's it from this video. And we're gonna meet you guys after the next match. See you guys. Tata. Bye bye.